We are right on time for the porridge break at Nyamanga Primary School in Mbita, Homa Bay County. This is one of the 4 schools in Homa Bay County that are under the study by the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, together with its partners. Bilharzia, which is commonly known as schistosomiasis, is rampant in the Lake region, central Kenya, lower eastern Kenya, and the coastal regions. A baseline survey on the 4 schools under this program in Homa Bay County showed a 80% worm infestation among school-going children, way higher than central and coastal regions where similar trials had been conducted.
Bilharzia is a neglected disease, and we say it's neglected because even the people suffering from the disease, they neglect it because they don't know. It's not like malaria. Once you get malaria, you have fever and you have to be rushed to the hospital, but these are slow disease.
In 2002, World Health Organization noted intestinal helminths were parasites that were a major problem to children and recommended a national deworming program in the affected countries. This will weed out hookworms, ascaris, tapeworms, etc.
This national deworming program involves donation of drugs, albendazole for intestinal worms and praziquantel, what's called PCQ, for schistosomiasis.
He says Kenya took the program in earnest, and right now about 10 million school children have been dewormed. It is a program that had been largely successful until researchers like Professor Sangok started seeing gaps.
One of the challenges is that the children who are 6 years and below, especially the ones who are in ECD, do not benefit from the deworming drugs for schistosomiasis or bilharzia. They are so toxic to these kids, and yet these are type of population which is really highly susceptible. So there is that gap.
The other gap was the aspect of nutrition, with malnutrition being a big challenge to majority of the young populations. At the same time, the drug needed to be taken with food which was not available, especially among poor households. They needed to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
So we came up with a local product which comprises medicinal plants that we got from researching from collecting data from traditionalists, the people who work with herbs. So we've combined these herbs together with fortifications, and we have also compounds of nutrition. And this together, put together, we call it Uji Plus. And this is what we are giving to our children as a snack.
Despite being a neglected disease, failing to deworm your child could have far-reaching health implications.
So at the end of it, for children, most of the soil transmitted ends up in retardation. They cannot attain the required height. Number 2, it affects their academic performance, and we all know if we don't attain that academic performance, we will not produce journalists as you here today. 4th, and this is what is silently for schistosomiasis, we have both urogenital and intestinal. The urogenital that is common here can result into infertility. That is very key that we need to understand. Number 2, it can also lead to development of the genital cancer, which is, I know, in this place, there's quite a number that have been documented.
For the teachers in these pilot schools, the program has brought more blessings than what they expected.
Many learners after 10 were sleeping in class, but at present they would go on with their lessons up to noon or any time after without sleeping.
Kevin Ogutu, KTN News.